made a video in a while. I'm actually making a video today, not about a workout. As you can see, we're not at the gym, but we are in the kitchen. This is I don't want to say necessarily a cheat meal, but this is a healthier alternative meal than just the standard meal prepping. It's actually going to be hamburgers, more or less. But we're using ground beef sirloin, 90-10, and it makes a really good burger. There's not a ton of fat in it, but it has a good flavor. And so yeah, if you want to watch the video, I'm gonna show you the different processes and show you how they turn out. All right, cool. All right, so before we start making the burgers, mixing the meat and getting all that ready, I've already got the oven because I'm gonna cook the burgers in the oven. I've already got the oven preheating to 400 degrees, and then on the skillet on the stovetop, I've just got a mix of onions, red bell pepper, and yellow bell pepper. These burgers tend to have a little bit of a smoky flavor overall, and I think it's partly because the peppers and the onions help accentuate that. We use a smoked cheese later on, and so they just have kind of a real savory, smoky flavor. And all that is hopefully you can see that is like I said, about half of a red bell pepper, half of a yellow bell pepper, and half of a red onion. Now this is not going in the meat. This is going to be part of what you put on as you're building the burger. So and that's just in some olive oil, and we've got that cooking up. So I just put it in there, so it's not doing anything yet, but we'll cook that in the olive oil and saute those, and yeah, adds a good flavor and cooks them down and makes them easier to chew too. So all right, on to the next thing. All right, so we've got our peppers and our onions cooking over in the skillet there, and we've got our meat, the 90-10 ground sirloin. It's in a big bowl. Basically, it's real simple. It's just salt, pepper, and garlic powder. It's more than you think because it's 2 pounds. You don't want to leave it unseasoned. If anything, while it's cooking, it's going to lose some of the seasoning. So I'd say the biggest thing is you can lose some of that seasoning. So I think it's important to, what most people would think, over season your meat before you cook it. Doesn't affect me at all. It's just more flavor if it doesn't cook off. So again, we've just got our 2 pounds of ground sirloin. I chopped up about a cup of spinach, fresh baby spinach, because I like to put that in there. And I've also got this crumbled blue cheese that we buy. And I'm gonna put, it's a 5-ounce container. Probably gonna put about half the container in there. Just eyeballing it. So probably 2.5 ounces, I guess you'd say. Not that really matters. And that's about it. I am gonna add a little bit of Worcestershire sauce to it. Just having the liquid in there, it'll stick together a little better. So I'm gonna do that now, and I'll show you what that looks like. Okay, so you're gonna have all that mixed together. You just saw, I think, the finished product. Well, not the finished product, but you just saw where it's formed into patties. You just mix it together like if you're making a meatloaf. If you've never done that before, just use your hands. The thing about sirloin being low in fat is it doesn't stick to your hands as much as, say, a fattier cut of meat would. I know sometimes when we've made meatloaf in the past, just for financial restrictions, we've used like a 75-25 ground beef, and granted it has other stuff in it, the types of bread and things like that, but and egg yolks, but it definitely sticks to your hands. This doesn't. I mean, it washes right off really quick. And so when you get done making the patties and forming them and putting them on your little pan, just wash your hands, stay sanitary, use antibacterial soap, and that's about it. We've got the Let the burgers in at 400 degrees. I don't know what time to tell you because I don't. All ovens vary a little bit. This is a newer oven, so we've got a new stove. And first couple of meals well, the first couple of meals I cooked on. It's been a while now. We've had it probably for close to a year, but I burned them because it's just just varying temperatures of ovens and stoves. So I can't give you an exact time, but we'll show you when those get done. The next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna brown some buns. And if you were looking at the patties, thinking, man, some of those are not quite the same size, that's on purpose. Obviously, some of those burgers are for me and the wife tonight, and then some of them are going to be for leftovers. When you have a really huge, thick burger for a leftover, the best way to warm it up is obviously throw it in the microwave. But when you do that on a really thick burger, you're really overcooking the outside to try to get the inside not cold from being in the refrigerator or the freezer. So think of having your leftover burgers a little bit smaller, a little bit thinner, a little bit, I mean, they're still probably an inch thick, but just having them not quite as big as the ones you're going to eat fresh, because the warming up process, you're never going to get the inside warm. And if you do get the inside warm, you've cooked the outside of the burger. So just a little tip there. Our peppers and onions are coming along pretty good. Cooking up nice there. Like I said, busted the griddle out. Just going to use that to warm up some buns, toast some buns. And then I think probably the next step is when we pull the burgers out and show you how I build them. And that'll be pretty much it. So, alright, let's get to these buns. Alright, so we've got the buns buttered up and they're on the griddle. One thing I will tell you about these particular burgers and these particular buns are your choice, obviously. If you decide to make this, though, realize we just made 2 pounds of sirloin into only 5 burgers. You need a substantial bun. I know that sounds crazy, but that little 88-cent pack of hot hamburger buns that you buy on the 4th of July, and you buy 10 packs of them for cooking out little burgers out on the grill, it's just not going to work. So, unless you just want no bun at all. So get a little bit bigger bun. We just went with a Kaiser roll, and you need something substantial. You're making a substantial burger, high protein packed burger with some vegetables on it, and you need something substantial meat, substantial bun. So that's just a little tidbit. So all right, guys. There, we've got mayonnaise and a little bit of Dijon mustard. Then we've got the smoked white cheddar. The wife bought this last time I made these, and I thought it was pretty good. It's something you can pick up at Aldi. I don't think it's too expensive. Actually, all this stuff we picked up from Aldi, and the whole meal probably looking less than $15 for everything. And granted, that's going to be leftover burgers for a day or two as well. But the sirloin is the most expensive thing out of all of that. Probably $9 to $10 for 2 pounds. But again, it's not just for one meal. But yeah, and then on top of that cheese, we've got our onions and pepper mixture. And we're just kind of waiting now. The next thing will be the burger. I like to put a little bit of fresh spinach on there to finish it up, even though it's got spinach in the burger. Just kind of that lettuce type texture like you would normally have. And that'll wrap it up. I've been making a side dish. I'll show you what that is when it's complete. It's not fries or anything. It's a quinoa blend. It looks pretty good. I haven't tried it. I think my wife has, but figured I'd give that a side spot on what we're having today as well. So, all right, I'll come back when the burgers are ready to come out. restriction type thing. This is more of a refeed, but it's something you can do at your house so you can still control all the ingredients that you're using, and you know exactly how much of everything you're getting as far as your macronutrients, protein, carbs, and fats. So I hope you enjoy them. They're pretty good. I'm gonna go eat this while it's warm. And thanks for watching the video. If you like it, hit the like button below, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Hopefully the next video I'll see you guys at the gym. Alright, take care.